Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. A surprise knife from Remette. I'm always happy to accept surprises from Remette because their stuff tends to be really fairly priced and honestly pretty awesome. So, thanks so much to Remette for sending this in. Whatever it is, I'll link it in the description. You guys can check it out if you want. Helps my channel and use those links, but that's up to you. Today's video is, of course, not a review. It's simply an unboxing. Remette, if you're new to the brand, what is this? There's some fuzz on there. If you're new to the brand, definitely worth checking out. They make a lot of very cool, they make some basic stuff, but they make a lot of like cool and innovative stuff as well. So this is the RT Kestral. RTPO/B. So the Kestral is a name that I remember. I feel like I've looked at this knife before, but there must be something else going on here. What do we have? What do we have? Look at this material. I mean, so this is that, I always joke that it kind of looks like melted American flag carbon fiber, but that's what it is. It's carbon fiber that's been dyed, or it has like, you know, white, red, white, and blue. So they'll obviously have multiple variations, I would assume. I very much doubt that this is the only variation of this knife that they offer. We have a milled titanium pocket clip. We've got some nice milling in here. I don't know. Let's see if it's actually contoured. Yeah, it actually is contoured. So there's contouring there, which does add to cost. So that's always nice if you can get something like that, you know, from a company like Remette that's not going to overcharge for it. Blue pivot collar. We have a nice little lanyard lanyard area back here. We have a titanium pocket clip on the shorter side. I really appreciate that. Hold on. Perfect pan stitch. Yeah, because I've got zipper pockets, which are super. I've ranted about this before. People like zipper pockets, I think are, oh God, that is so thin. Oh my gosh. They're using S35VN on this. So the zipper pockets thing was pointless. It was nothing important. They're just annoying because knives don't go in there very easily. This is insanely thin. Wow. Look at that. So, we have a titanium frame lock. I bet you the price on this is insane. Hey guys, MC from the future here. So this is one of those times where I was guessing about the price, and I was really confident. I was like, this for sure, this is going to be like $165, $170 knife. You know, there's not really a whole lot going on here. They did heat treat the S35VN to 60 to 62, so that's cool. I mean, like, it's definitely a well-made blade. But to my surprise, this, and many of you have already gone to look, this is a $250 knife, so I was way off. But it also shouldn't be $250. I'm still going to review it, right? And I'm also going to let you continue to watch the video that I created where I was assuming the price was low. I go on to talk about, you know, competition and it's good, and you know, Kaiser's kind of dominating this territory. So it must be Remette trying to compete there. And no, they just charge $250 for this. So that's fine. There's nothing wrong with charging $250 for a knife, but you kind of have to bring a little bit more. This is neat. It's cool. This just first impressions right after discovering the price. This isn't what I like to see at $250, right? 200 max, but honestly, should probably be a bit less considering their general competition. But I just had to come back and throw that in there because it was such a massive difference. My guess was such a massive difference with the actual price tag. So anyways, now you know, back to the video. And I'll tell you why. Titanium frame lock, not too much extra craziness going on here, right? We have a basic satin finish and S35VN. I'm going to guess that they're going for a really great price tag on that. The size of this, sorry, the washing machine upstairs is just having it's like somebody washed army boots or something. The overall length here is 7.5 inches. Your blade length is 3 1/4, and about 2.85 inches of cutting edge, thanks to a very large forward choil. Nice jimping up here as well. And these thumb levers actually clear the cutting path. So that's nice. Can you use them? Yeah, that works pretty well. Not bad at all. Reverse flick as well. we gotta slice a piece of paper with this. That is an insanely thin hollow grind. Oh my, guys, hold on. Yeah, this is nice and thin. Ooh, ooh, yeah, that's nice. So some people don't care, you know, like full flat grind, 24 thousandths behind the edge or thicker, don't really care. Some people definitely care. This is thin and obviously can't, like, people can, you know, modify this and make it even thinner. But I believe that was the goal. I'm going to guess because of the combination of materials here and just, it's not, this isn't Remette doing anything like their Leopard or their Swordfish or any of their, you know, button-operated frame lock or their multi-piece construction or their sheath construction. It's nothing like that, right? And even those knives from Remette tend to be priced pretty reasonably despite having obviously much higher production costs, right? This is Remette making a premium, a nice knife, but a basic titanium frame lock with, you know, some fun inlays, which again, you're probably not limited just to melted American flag. Some people like this, right? Wouldn't be my first choice, but that's fine. It's in the eye of the beholder. So, ultra slicey compact premium titanium EDC. I bet this is way sub 200. Which is what it should be, but that's really cool. I mean, I'm guessing they're trying to, because you know who dominates that territory? Kaiser and Concept. They do, and they do a great job. Those are great companies, right? But it wouldn't surprise me at all if, you know, Remette and some other companies say we can do that too, and that's great. That's great if they're competing. Let them compete, because what it means is that knives that used to be, I mean, it's funny, like, we see a lot of prices go up, but we also see certain competition zones force prices back down, which is cool. Not everything can be forced back down. Obviously, if it's made in China, that's a huge, you know, that makes it a little bit easier. Obviously, that's some current world economic weather can obviously change that, but I think these little competition zones are great for the consumer that doesn't mind buying a premium Chinese product, because then you can get titanium and S35VN. While not everybody, it's not the newest, spiciest, fanciest steel, it is one of only a handful of steels that were actually made for pocket knives. Most people don't realize that. A lot of your favorite super steels have a different primary application, and somebody was like, let's make a pocket knife out of that. S35VN, amongst literally just a handful of others in a sea of blade steel compositions available to us consumers. One of just a handful of pocket knife steels that was made for pocket knives. I believe the idea behind S35VN, I think that's Chris Reeve, was to take S30V and slightly alter things, try to keep similar edge retention, maybe increase the toughness a bit, similar corrosion resistance, but make it easier to grind. So it makes it a lot easier for you know, knife makers, and then ultimately the people who buy the knives. It makes it a little easier to sharpen them. I think over time we learned that S35VN, when properly heat treated, trails slightly behind S30V in terms of potential edge retention, but for the end user, I think this ended up being largely preferable, which is why it became so dominant in the knife world, right? We see it all over the place, but it's still a great steel. It's an incredible steel, absolutely. My history on S35VN might be a little bit rusty, and those of you who know better than me, you are welcome to fill in the gaps or correct me in the comment section. I want to weigh this thing here real quick. Let's see. I don't know why I decided to start talking about that. Let's see, where are we at here? We need that. There we go. 3.5 ounces, not bad at all. Let's take a look here at the internals. What's going on? Is this just solid tie? Yeah. Okay. And they have, these inlays are held in with screws? How interesting. What does the screw thread into? I mean, that's what it looks like. Maybe they have little threaded, you know, barrels. All right. Interesting knife, pretty basic, but probably a really, really great price. That would be my guess. It'll be linked down in the description. You can expect a full review of this knife fairly soon. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.